Hi everyone! With 2023 almost over, these are my top 7 most anticipated light novel releases for the year of 2024. So 2024 is going to be the year of the light novels. I just feel it. We're just getting so many light novels being adapted into animes, and the Western publishers are definitely recognizing that. We're just getting a lot of different demographics, a lot of different genres, which opens up the medium to a lot of new people to consider maybe possibly reading light novels. So the ones I'll be mentioning here in this video are just my top 7 most anticipated light novels of the year, and this is only the first half of the year, so up until June. Anyways, let's get started. So for the series I'll be talking about them in the order of the month that they do come out in, as well as have a little image here on the screen of the covers, and I'll just be reading the summary of what the official website says about the series. If I do have any extra information that I do know that I'd like to add in, I'll be mentioning that as well. So first we have Babel, I guess. It's from the same author as Unnamed Memory, which is already out in English, licensed by Yen Press. This is apparently a sequel series, but the author did say that it can be read alongside the main series, so you could start with either Unnamed Memory or Babel, once again, don't know how to pronounce it, and then you should be fine either way if you do want to give the author a try. One day, college student Shizuku Minase stumbles from modern-day Japan into a fantasy world. While wandering through a backwater region of this world of sword and secrecy, she meets Eric, an eccentric young man studying a magical script. The pair strike a deal. He'll help Shizuku return home on the condition that she teaches him Japanese. Thus does the pair set off across the magical continent of Farsis in search of a way back to Earth. So seems like this will be an isekai series, which is interesting because Unnamed Memory is a standard fantasy series, so interesting that we'll be bringing someone from modern day Japan into the world. I think it's gonna be a fun thing. Next we have Kept Man of the Princess Knight. I'm really looking forward to this one. This one won the award for the Dengeki Novel Prize Award. It won the grand prize for the year 2021. This is an award that has gone off to other series like 86 and Your Forma in their respective years. And all those series, as you could probably see on my shelf, I'm collecting and I love, and they're definitely my top favorite light novel series. So I'm really excited for Kept Man of the Princess Knight. And we're also getting a manga adaptation from Yen Press later in the year too. So if you're not a light novel reader, you could consider giving the manga a try as well. I'll be buying both, most likely. So the summary for this one is, in a corrupt dungeon city, a man and the woman who owns him live out their lives. Arwen, the Princess Knight, is like a spotless crimson flower among the filth of this place. Matthew, one of the local adventurers, is among the lowest of the low, as far as anyone knows. He's a weak fighter and a coward, and he spends his money on alcohol and gambling, but no one knows he serves the Princess Knight, and he'll get his hands as dirty as he has to for her sake. It sounds really sweet. It sounds exactly like my type of story, so has all the right check marks for me to love and buy this series. So this is one I'll definitely be checking out, and if you're a fan of any of this type of content, I think you should be checking it out too. So for March, we have The Condemned Villainess Goes Back in Time and Aims to Become the Ultimate Villain. It also will be receiving a manga adaptation also from Seven Seas, so both of them will be from Seven Seas. The light novel is coming out first, and this will be my first villainous light novel, so I'm pretty excited. I know there's a lot coming out, and it might be kind of hard to choose which one you want. So the summary actually got me to try out this as my first villainous manga, so maybe this will interest you as well. In this fantasy tale of travel, revenge, and aristocratic intrigue, a doomed noblewoman sets out to turn the tables on those who have wronged her in her past life. And don't miss the manga adaptation, also from Seven Seas. Claudia, daughter of a duke, is tricked by her wicked half-sister and sold off to a brothel. Unwilling to accept defeat, Claudia uses the tools at her disposal and becomes one of the most successful sex workers in her new home. That's when she dies, only to be thrust back in time to age 14. Gone is the gullible girl of her academy days, now that she's got street savvy and hard-won seductive skills. It's Claudia's turn to play the evil villainess, and there's nothing she won't do to protect what's hers. So the summary sounded pretty cool. I would feel more of a true villainess because she's known hardships and she's out for revenge and she'll do what it takes. And I just thought it sounded like a pretty cool kind of twist on villainous trope, and I'm excited to try it out. Next, also in March, we have Amalgam Hound. This did win the same Dengeki Novel Prize Award in 2021, so same year as Kept Man of the Princess Knight. This one did win the honorable mention but I thought if it's good enough to compete against thousands of light novels and still get an honorable mention, it's probably going to be great. So the story begins with Theo, a young investigator, crosses paths with 11, an amalgam perfectly mimicking the form of a girl. In a strange twist of fate, the two become partners on a special mission to track down other amalgams on the run after the war. However, 11 only looks like a young girl. She's a living weapon who doesn't understand what it means to be human. Theo has no love for amalgams, and he'll have to deal with it because a terrorist attack has rocked the nation to its core, and someone needs to get to the bottom of it. So this sounds like something pretty typical when you look at maybe robots with human stories. Amalgams are a little different, of course, but it looks like he's probably going to warm up to her, and she's probably going to be more human-like than we think. So it sounds like it's going to be a fun time. Alright, and next we have the month of May. So we do have Apothecary Diaries, the light novel edition. We already do have the manga in English, but I'm very excited, I guess, with the popularity of the anime. We're also getting the light novel, which is great. I've been reading the manga, but the light novel goes much further than the manga, so I'm really excited, as I'm sure you guys are as well if you're watching the anime right now. You probably already know the story, but this is the story anyways. For those who don't know, a palace servant trained in herbal medicine finds herself at the heart of imperial intrigue in this enthralling period mystery. Mama leads an unassuming life with her apothecary father, but kidnappers whisk her away to a world of concerts and serving women in the empire's rear palace. Sold into imperial servitude, the girl keeps her quick wit, sharp mind, and medical knowledge a secret. But the head, oh no, I don't know how to pronounce this, Enoch, Jinshi shatters Mao Mao's low profile when she catches his eye. He perceives her true skills and makes her a lady-in-waiting to the rear palace's top consort. Can Mao Mao quietly pass her term as her lady's food tester, or will observational prowess and curiosity push her into danger as she uncovers turmoil at the court? I'm very excited for this one. Like I said, anime is great, so it's going to be great to get into the light novels, usually anime in general. Kind of skip some light novel content, so it'll be great to discover the little bits and pieces that the anime skipped, and we can always use more Mao Mao. So also in May, we have Brunhild the Dragon Slayer. I'm really excited for this one. It's also one that won an award in 2021 at the Dengeki Novel Prize Award show, and we just have a lot of series coming out that won some kind of position that year. This one did win silver, and we're getting it from Yen Press, and it'll be a hardcover, so it's going to look really pretty. So Eden, a place of perfection, a place where man and beast live side by side in harmony. Eden's protector, the Silver Dragon, regularly visits retribution upon those who would bring harm to paradise. But when the dragon discovers a human girl on the shores of Eden, he decides to raise her as his own. He teaches her that if she is to be welcomed into God's kingdom after death, she must not harbor hatred in her heart. But when the dragon's life is mercilessly snuffed out by human machinations, the girl must choose whether to heed the dragon's dying wish and stay the course of righteousness, or walk a path of vengeance. So this sounds simple enough. Sounds like a revenge story. Question mark. Will she choose revenge? Will she choose to follow the dragon's teachings? I know it's not here in the summary. I read a more elongated summary, I guess. And actually, the girl's father is the one that decided to leave her there. I guess they were in trouble, and they had to leave her there, and they came back to slay the dragon to save her. But now she's at this crossroad where she has to either choose, I guess, found family or true family, quote unquote. So we'll see where this goes. I know it probably won silver for a reason, so it's probably going to be a great time. And lastly, for June, we have the Mimosa Confessions. So this is from the same author, actually, as A Tunnel to Summer, The Exit of Goodbyes. I do have that light novel back there, and it was a great read. It was a great one-shot. I know the movie exists as well. I've yet to watch that, but I hear they did skip a lot of parts in the light novel, so I'm sure the movie looks great, but it's probably going to irk me a little bit. I do have to get around to watching that. But we're also getting Mimosa Confessions from the same author. So I know they're a good writer. So let me tell you what this is about, guys. So this is coming from Seven Seas, and they describe it as a high school LGBT plus story of love and transformation from the award-winning author of The Tunnel to Summer, The Exit of Good Vibes, which did inspire the anime film, and Wait for Me Yesterday in spring. Growing up in a dreary suburb, Sakuma has little to brighten his humdrum days aside from his best friend, The bright, talented, and attractive Ushio seems to have everything Sakuma lacks, and his academics and athletic prowess make him popular with the girls at school. Past trauma and an understandable inferiority complex slowly drive the two apart, and by the time they enter high school, they hardly even speak anymore. Thus, Sakuma finds himself alone. Against all odds, he eventually gains a friend in Nitsuki, the sweetest girl in class. The two hit it off, gushing about their favorite novels. I get that. And he falls head over heels for her. But that very same night, he stumbles upon an unexpected sight while walking through a familiar park. His old friend Ushio, dressed in a full-bloom schoolgirl's uniform and sobbing uncontrollably. So this is going to be an interesting read. I don't think I have any LGBT plus novels at all. So this is going to be my first one, and I'm excited. Looks like there's going to be a lot of layers to this story. And like I said before, the author knows what they're doing. So it's going to be a great read. And that's about it for my top 7 most anticipated light novel reads for the first half of 2024. I'm really excited for all of these. I'll obviously be continuing light novel series that I have and will be releasing that year as well. But I thought I should put these new series on you guys' radar. And if there's any of these that you're looking forward to or ones I haven't really mentioned too, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And see you guys next time.